Welcome back. We have some Europa Universalis IV extended timeline mod here, and you're probably quite interested why their war is happening. Why is it 2018? Well, we started in 2015 and we went 3 years. We saw some wars, we commentated over them, and I checked the recording and then I realized I didn't actually record audio. So yeah, basically you just had this gameplay and me staring at random countries. So that wasn't quite enjoyable. So this is technically the first episode, but don't worry guys, I'll fill you in. So Ukraine has become West Ukraine over here, as Russia ate all of eastern Ukraine. We have Slovakia being split in two by... wait, that's that's Slovakia. Being split in two by the Czech Republic. And we have Croatia going to war with Serbia right now. What else do we have? We have the Islamic separatists that have gained power. Taiwan got conquered. Russia is getting absolutely hammered in the... well, not absolutely hammered, but they are making some gains over in Siberia by Japan. There hasn't been much action in Southeast Asia. Jeez, I'm really stumbling over my words today. But we also had a quick war between Cambodia and Laos, when Laos lost Champasak and Savannakhet. I really hope I'm saying that correctly. And we had... okay, that war's not over yet. Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan. A war between South Sudan and Sudan. Somalia and Tanzania going up against Kenya and Ethiopia. Definitely more power players than that. And we had a couple of Central American wars as well, along with the Caribbean. So Panama managed to take over all of Costa Rica. And Mexico, same with Guatemala. Guatemala? I cannot pronounce that for the life of me. I do apologize. Anyway, we're going to continue on. And we'll check the list. So we have the Croatian-Serbian Nationalist War, the British-Dominican Imperialist War, so they're already going against their colonies, Filipino-Bruneian Nationalist War. That's quite interesting. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce the plural of that, to be honest with you. However, Malaysia is gone, essentially. They're limited to Kedah now. They might as well be gone in terms of relevance. I didn't actually see that Indonesian war. It passed by way too quickly. So Indonesia essentially conquered all of Malaysia. And yeah, they gained quite decently from that. India went to war with Sri Lanka, didn't bother full annexing them. Excuse me. And Oman went to war with Yemen. China did something here, I just think. I'm not sure. I have no idea what happened there. We have Israel being Israel. I think Palestine was here, and then Israel's like, nope, you're gone. So yeah, that happened, unfortunately. It's a bit of a shame, really, but what can you do? And we have Jordan. Here we have Syria, who's relatively stable, considering. It's Saudi Arabia. Ooh, this is interesting. Syria and Cyprus. Saudi Arabian-Syrian Nationalist War. That's going to be quite interesting, because I'm not sure whether they can core. I think they can core it, because it goes through the Suez Canal. Unfortunately. It's a bit of a pain, really. Not for us, though. I mean, we're the observer. We don't really care. We just sit back and watch. Anyway, guys, I would hope that you place your bets on some countries that you would like to win. And, you know, you don't have to leave it in the comments. It would be appreciated, but you don't have to. That's not really your obligation. But, you know, if you're betting on Russia, I would retract that bet. Because I'm pretty sure their development is bugger all. Yeah, it really is. It's kind of terrible, considering the size of the nation. Under Vladimir Putin, it did alright though. He hasn't been re-elected yet, so we'll see that. Has Mr. Abbott gotten out of office? In real life, he actually has. Here we now have Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull. Not sure how he's going to go yet. Really not sure. And I'm not going to make any bets on that. Bit scared, really, to actually make any bets on that, because I could turn out horribly wrong. And I would be alright with being wrong, but I just don't really want to... I don't know, really. I just don't want to bet on that, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to work out for the best. I mean, he may get thrown out by his party again. That looks to be very, very real. That he'll get thrown out by his party. Because he's more... well, he's less of a... How do I word this? He's less conservative, that's the one. He's less conservative than that of the majority of the monarchist Conservative Party. So what happened here? Afghanistan got almost completely divided between Pakistan and Uzbekistan. So, what's actually occurred here? We have... wow, okay then. Yep, okay, so Afghanistan's completely gone. And Saudi Arabia's attacking Syria, unfortunately. Romania is actually doing quite well, and it looks like Serbia's been split in two too. So Zeta and Raska have gone to Croatia, and Bulgaria took the actual province of Serbia. And of course we have a rather large Romania. They took Bessarabia and Bukovina from Ukraine as it was failing in its last vestiges of resistance against the Russian Empire. There's not much action in the EU currently, mainly because I'm pretty sure the EU limits the amount of expansion you can do. And it looks like Algeria's hopped on Tunisia. Let's also have a look at what else we have. French-Dominican Nationalist War against Dominica. Wait, Dominica's a separate... oh. That would explain it. Ah, okay. Where's Dominica then? They're in the set of islands somewhere. There it is. So, we have the Algerian-Tunisian Nationalist War, which is going pretty well. Egyptian-Yemeni Imperialist War. That may be a bit interesting. And Equato-Guinean versus the Gabonese. So we have Gabon and Sao Tome and Principe, or Sao Tome e Principe, and Equatorial Guinea. So, Japanese conquest of the Kuriles. South Korea... oh, okay then. That's going to be a bit awkward. Jordan also hopped on the boat against Syria, however, it's not going to be fruitful for them, unfortunately. I just realised that's a really, really terrible pun. I do apologise, that wasn't intended. I promise it wasn't intended. So South Korea's got its 120,000 troops. That's ridiculous. They're gonna absolutely hammer him. Muist. Is that an ancient religion? I may have to look that up. I will inform you guys on that. Because I'm not actually sure whether it's an ancient religion or not. However, I can tell you, Japan's winning the war, barely. We have, roughly 90,000 troops in North and South Sakhalin, which are only meant to support... yeah, barely any. I'm not sure why they're not having issues, actually. Oh, that's because the efficiency is better. No? Okay. Still terrible. So, what is occurring now? Ecuadorian Peruvian Nationalist War. Good thing we checked that, gee. That's quite large, actually. Peru, Brazil. So, Ecuador, Colombia, and Brazil versus Peru and Argentina. I'm willing to bet on the first lot there, but we could well see a turnaround. I mean, Oh, mind you, jeez, is that Ecuador's? No, okay, that's a combined Ecuadorian and Colombian army. I panicked for a second. Yeah, that's mostly Colombia's army, but that's alright. Yeah, looks like Peru's gonna get absolutely hammered here, and the second the first Brazilian army will deal with that, and the third army will, under Diego de Souza, will deal with Peru. So we got the first army and Joaquim de Aveiro. Maybe I'm saying that right. I do apologize if I'm not. And we have the Argentinian Ejército de Rio de la Plata under Juan José de Egmont. So that's going to be interesting. And we have 105 Brazilian ships also blockading here. What else do we have happening in the world currently? Algerian-Moroccan nationalist war, British-Cuban imperialist war, and that's the new ones. So Algerian-Moroccan nationalist war. Morocco's, I'm willing to bet, will get thrashed. They only have 3,000 troops on their mainland, so that's going to be really, really quite bad for them. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap this up here, guys. So the world's actually shaping up to be quite nice so far. I'm really hoping to see a strong stand from some of the smaller nations. So I'm getting my hopes up, but you know, they'll send crashing down. Definitely, Indonesia's definitely going to be a very big power in the Southeast Asian theatre, and they're probably going to form Malaya at some point. But anyway, guys, until next episode, see you all later, and you know the drill. Like, favorite, and subscribe. Anyway, till then, goodbye.